Hello and welcome to Serious Sediments, episode number 33. I am Johnny Kane. Now, this is just going to be a few minutes long. I know that the American attention span is one that is probably grotesque if you really look at how many seconds it lasts. Not minutes, but seconds. But anyway, usually I wake up in the morning and I get fired up by something on the news. It could be CNN, just tune it in, get fired up. Today's CNN's headline, right when I woke up, was they were talking to some pastor from nearby Melbourne, Florida, who was at the Trump rally last Saturday. And the headline under him was, Pastor attends demonic Trump rally. So there you got a Christian priest supposedly saying that the whole Trump rally in Melbourne, Florida the other day was a demonic rally. He had to tell CNN that's not exactly what he said. He said that he felt like some of the people in the audience were demonic. But, the CNN newscaster girl says, that we just picked and chose some of the words from the article written about you and said that, the rally was demonic. But he said, no, it was just some people in the crowd and his little girl fainted. Is this really news? I also read that Project Veritas, who exposed the Democrats in 2016 for basically paying people to go to Trump rallies to start fights or to get up in people's faces or to say the worst things, provoke a fight. Aren't the worst people in the world people who provoke fights? Because either they want you to punch them so that they can be the victim, or they want you to be the bully asshole. That's what they tried to frame Trump supporters last year when I saw most of them, 99.9% of them, just being calm, orderly, trying to get into an event and having people smash eggs on their head, throw things at them, spit on them, say stuff to them, try to get them to fight. Remember the Chicago rally? That was paid for by Project Veritas's, undercover scheme, those Democrats that were paying people to stop that Chicago rally. It's all now proved. Okay. And Project Veritas is now, I'm seeing in the headlines today, going to come out with something big about CNN. They don't really give the news network they infiltrated, but it sounds like CNN. So I can't wait to start watching that when it comes out in the next few days. But then I read about Maxine Waters. There's a headline on there, Congresswoman Maxine Waters from South Central Los Angeles, called the whole Trump cabinet a bunch of scumbags. I just wanted to tell you all, Maxine Waters has been in Congress since 1991. It is 2017. She's 78 years old. Okay? This woman's losing her marbles. And when did she really ever have the marbles? Because if you look back at a lot of her past statements in life, oh, boy, is she a racist. Ooh, is she a racist. And let me tell you something about Maxine Waters. This should be the defining thought on this congresswoman. She's one of the ranking members in Congress because she's been in there so long. So this incoherent turd is calling other people names. Well, when you go back to the riots in Los Angeles in 1991 and 1992, the Watts riots and the Rodney King riots, she basically is on record saying that it was all right for those black women, I suppose. I didn't see the video, but I can imagine. Black women looting Korean stores in Los Angeles during the riots. So there was video of women walking in and stealing out of a store and walking out with the goods. It's called looting. She said it was okay because they just needed to get stuff, baby stuff, and maybe they needed some food and maybe they needed some cigarettes. So it was all right with Maxine Waters to see looting. Why does she even get on TV and get taken seriously? Here's a congresswoman. Think about that, folks. What did you learn when you were a kid about looting? You can be shot for looting. You can be killed by the government, police, National Guard, whatever. Usually when there's looting going on, there's an uncontrollable situation. Now, our military, our National Guard, our police have been very kind over the last 30, 40 years, I would believe, with looting. Because I don't see any video of anybody just getting machine gunned to death when they're carrying out a TV. But that kindness can only go too far. If you think and you endorse looting and it happens with, more unrest, I'm sure over the next 2 years, there'll be something happen where there's just major riots. And if looting's okay, then count me in, because I could use a new flat screen TV myself. But you can get shot for it, folks. You can get killed for looting. And she endorses people looting. And when that mother walks in there to get some baby formula, not get it, but just take it, steal it, and she gets machine gunned to death, Maxine Waters, she'll be in an uproar. Why did you kill this woman? Why did you kill this woman? I think it's because law says looting you can just get shot. Now, maybe somebody can check me out and say, hey, maybe I'm wrong here. Maybe you're not supposed to kill looters. You're also supposed to kill people who perform treason on the United States. Remember back in the Civil War, if you left your unit, if you were a Confederate or a Northern member of the Army, it didn't matter. You left your unit and you got caught, they kill you. Okay? Now, there's people leaking stuff all over our government, in the State Department, Justice Department, God knows where, God knows what. Probably the NSA, because they hear everything. They're like God. They can hear everything, even the president. Isn't that nice? You pledge you say prayers to God, you pledge allegiance to the flag. You can't prove a God. You can prove a country. And somebody in our country, multiple people, can watch you just like they are God. You think that's fair? Do you think that's fair, folks? They can even listen to Trump's conversations and leak them to like somebody at the New York Times. Treason, looting, this stuff has got to be stopped, folks. You just can't keep it going like this, okay? Or something very bad will happen to our country sooner or later if we're just pansies with the protesters and the treasoners and the looters and the fucking people who are going to firebomb a CVS. Why is CVS always, those pharmacy stores, why are they the first ones to go in these big riots? Why don't you, if you're going to riot, go to the city hall, go to the armories, go to wherever. I mean, why do you go to CVS's and like gas stations and wireless stores? Either way, you get my point. Maxine Waters calling somebody else scumbag. I just went to the bathroom again. I took a Duke. And that's what I think of Maxine Waters. Thanks for watching episode number 33 of Serious Sentiments. I am Johnny Kane.